Where should I write my opinion? Many students ask for IELTS writing task 2, that is essay writing. Hi, I'm Neeraj Devbhankar from IELTS to the Point, and I am going to discuss when exactly to write the opinion in your IELTS essays. Well, there are two parts to this particular answer. The first part that I'm going to discuss is much more important than the second part, and most of the people just ignore this first part. Alright, so let's begin with this particular part of the answer. Now, here is a sample task on your screen. You may pause the video and read the task in detail. The task says, many people around the world are pet owners. What are the advantages and disadvantages of having pets? Understand, the essay asks you to just note down the advantages and disadvantages of having pets and nothing else. You are not asked which pet is better or should you have pets or not. You are supposed to just list down the advantages and disadvantages of having pets. That's it. Alright, so in such essays, you should not write your opinion at all. So the question is, when should I exactly write my opinion? Well, the answer is very simple. There are a few tasks which would exclusively ask you your opinion. We call it opinion-based tasks. Let's look at them one by one. The first type of opinion-based task is one opinion-based essay. Over here, if you look at this particular task, you will realize that the essay task clearly asks you to write your opinion. It says, some people believe that cats are the best pets to have. How far do you agree or disagree? Now, when you are asked to either agree or disagree, it means you must choose. You must favor one of the sides, and when you favor one of the sides, you give your opinion. Similarly, there is a second variation to this. This is called as two opinion based essay. Some people believe cats are the best pets while others prefer to have a dog in their homes. Discuss both these views and give your opinion. See, in instruction 1 again, the IELTS asks you to give your opinion. It is exclusively said. So only in such tasks you must give your opinion. Well, the last subtype of opinion-based essays is advantages, disadvantages, opinion-based essays. The sample task could say, while some people prefer to have cats as pets, others do not think cats make a suitable companion. Do you think the advantages of having pets outweigh the disadvantages? See, you are asked to list down the advantages and disadvantages, but you are not just supposed to stop just over there. You are supposed to compare whether the advantages of having cats are more or the disadvantages are more. And you have to pick or favor either advantages or disadvantages. Now, when you favor something, you actually choose something, you give your opinion. Alright, and that's why this is also an opinion based essay. I know many of you say that what is the difference between this task and the one that we already looked at? Well, this is the difference. If you look at the previous task that we have already looked into, you may see that it asks you only the advantages and disadvantages. It does not ask whether advantages are more or disadvantages are more. So let's come to part 2 of this answer. Where to write my opinion? Well, you must give your opinion only when it is asked exclusively in the essay task. Your opinion should be present in the introduction. You may ask, why do you say that? Well, the simple answer is, when you give your inclination or when you declare the side, IELTS examiner doesn't wonder what kind of side are you going to take at the end. If your side is not revealed at the beginning, or if your opinion is not revealed at the beginning, the IELTS examiner is wondering and he tries to judge your essay, or find or interpret your body paragraphs in his own fashion, it could happen by the end of your essay, the IELTS examiner may expect you to favor, let's say, side A, but at the end you favor side B, and that person may get confused, reducing your marks. So if you declare your opinion at the beginning, it's very easy ride for you. Then you should also write your opinion in the end paragraph. I don't like it to call it conclusion because conclusion is more scientific, but okay, let's call it end paragraph. You should always give your opinion in the end paragraph. Why do I say that? Well, I say that because you are reinforcing your opinion. Obviously, you should not repeat the words that you have already used in the introduction to give your opinion, but you should definitely again write off or end your essay or the final paragraph with your opinion. That reinforces all your arguments and your essay becomes much more strong.